And we are once again outside. I will be making just a short recap of our trip in the Ljubljana Zoo. As you could see, it was a fine day. We chose a fine day to visit it because it wasn't too sunny and with that too hot for Liza, because previous day it was almost 30 degrees Celsius. That day it was a little bit overcast and so not much of direct sun. Let's find some balls and other toys. I don't know where they are. We went in the park just as they open it at 9 a.m. Ecco TJ. Počasi. So we went in at 9 a.m. and it was Thursday, yeah. And because it's the school year has begun and it's so early in the school year, there wasn't so much of concern of big crowds of kids, school kids or preschool kids, because this was actually our second try of visiting the zoo. The previous attempt failed miserably because when we got to the zoo, at the entrance there were like 10 buses full of school children and preschool children, so kindergarten, and we just said, no, we will not go in because there are too much children, there will be too much children visiting the zoo, and so they will also try to pet Liza, and Liza will tolerate it, petting to some degree, but not if they swarm, like basically. So that day we just went back home, and this time we had more luck. There were some children, but not so much that would be a inconvenience for us. TJ. Liza, to bilo TJ-a. Ja, TJ koma žogico. I can't throw far for TJ because his feet hurt. Okay, so back to the zoo. I saw in the previous comments that a lot of people were quite surprised that they let pets, dogs inside. Here in Ljubljana Zoo, they have basically a policy, open door. You can bring your dog inside, no problem. You just have to have it on the leash, under control, and I think that's it. You don't need any muzzle or anything like that. They consider this as training in socializing for dogs. Of course, you have to pay for your dog to visit the zoo. I hope that gremo kje, TJ-ka, gremo kje, pridi sem. Yeah, we have to move because there is too much noise. TJ, pretty. Pizza, pretty. There is too much noise from the street. So yeah, the price for admission for one dog is €2, and for one adult is €8. I don't know how much is for the children because I didn't look, and there was no children with us. Our zoo, which is the only public zoo in Slovenia, is considered one of the smaller in Europe. It's almost 50 acres big, so the surface area is around almost 50 acres. The footpaths total 6.57 kilometers, and there are almost 500 animals currently present. As you can also see, some of the pens or the exhibit places were empty, and they were currently TJ, pretty some. They're currently expanding some of the areas. I don't know if they will be bringing some new animals or they will be just expanding for the current ones. What else? Let me think. So yeah, I think that Liza had a great time, a lot of excitement, a lot of new smells, a lot of new animals that she saw for the first time. Oh yeah, TJ was already in the zoo several times before, and this time I couldn't take it. Well, because A, I have only 2 hands, but B, the more important reason is that TJ currently isn't in the shape to endure such long walk, because in the morning we made our usual walk with Liza and TJ, so around 45 minutes to 1 hour, and then at 8 a.m. we left with Liza for the zoo. So from our house to the zoo is basically 50 minutes walk, and then we spent 2 hours walking around in the zoo, around the zoological park. So it would be too much for TJ to take in his current condition, because as you all know, he is 12 years old. Perhaps what she liked. Oh, we didn't went to see all the exhibits. We basically skipped all the indoor exhibits. So some of the birds, and almost all of the insects and lizard and such terrariums. Plus, there was also a case when, for some reason, I didn't record when we went inside in the elephant, what we will say, house. I don't know, I messed it up. Plus, I didn't record. When we came to the entrance to the zoo, and our aunt was already waiting for us there, and Liza basically just walked past her and didn't notice her, because she was more concentrated in looking and sniffing another woman. I think it was a park employee which was carrying some animal bones for exhibit, and then Liza had to be reminded that we passed by someone that she knows. So yeah, that would be funny thing to record, but as you probably know, you can't record everything and everyone. TJ is already tired, Liza is also tired. So do we have perhaps just to cover what she liked the most, or she had she has the strongest reaction. I think the definite winners were the meerkats, most likely because she has experience of digging after mice, rats and moles, and probably they reminded her of that with all their underground tunnels. She was quite interested in the bears exhibit, so in those 3 bears, not so much in the nearby wolves. Liza, kaj imaš tam? Yeah, she's still looking because in the morning Aunt came and TJ was eating his treat here, and so she's still looking if he left any pieces behind. And she was definitely interested in those little piglets. We couldn't get in because the piglets were part of the petting zoo area, so we were just outside, but those piglets were quite unafraid. And there were another part of the petting area, petting zoo, that we didn't went in, and basically because of the, let's say, construction or the fence, we didn't see anything from that side of the petting zoo, which was I think it's called red kangaroo and some other animals. They were even more let's say under lock and key than the piglets exhibit. So I think that covers it all. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments down below. So bye from now, from Liza, TJ and me, Clement. Bye.